So now let's get in the main part of this fucking show, man. Let's do a little thing called
Let's
reviews.
do it.
Ice camera action, it's review time. Dennis and Adam, we gon' blow your mind. We're stepping up to the plate, ready to swing. Analyzing movies like a scientist would play.
See, if you're comp back to what I just said a few minutes ago, I haven't drinking enough because I'm not running away to pee right now. But you got a movie you're going to talk about, Dennis, I think, right? You're leading us off here.
I am. And my first review is going to be a movie that came out last year, Weapons.
This is a true story. One night, 17 kids walked outside, and they never came back.
Matthew, where are you?
A lot of people die in this story, in a lot of really weird ways. This is where the story really starts.
Weapons, rated R.
Now, before you get in your review, I'm sorry, one of the names I wanted to put as Deathstroke was Brolin, but I'm like, he's already Cable, so I didn't want to put that in there.
Right.
Sorry.
Well, we kind of did that with a few folks.
True,
Actually, it's funny. There's a cast member in this movie that I think could be an interesting Deathstroke. Alden Ehrenreich?
Justin Long.
Who? Toby Huss. No, Alden Ehrenreich.
Dude, he'd be pretty cool.
He's
a character actor who doesn't get enough shine.
Yeah. I was like, I just rewatched Solo on
right?
Star Wars Day, and he was great as Han Solo.
Dude, I don't know why people shat on him. He was fantastic.
I agree with you.
And he showed how great he was in this movie, dude.
Yes.
Even though the character was a scumbag, but still.
But okay, so that's the thing I loved about watching this, is watching just the pure fucking talent unfold on screen. That you have these very, very gifted actors, even some of them having small roles, really just fucking going for it. June Diane Raphael.
Right? Yes.
Holy shit. When she fucking came at her at the fucking
liquor store. Yeah.
Benedict Wong, that whole storyline.
Oh, dude. Yeah.
I don't want to get
tragic.
I don't want to retread.
Yeah, let's get in the plot.
I was just going to say, I don't want to retread the plot too much since we've already reviewed the movie on here.
I know, but it's been a year. Some people might not have seen it. Like, they might be new to it, like you.
If you didn't listen to the trailer at all, 17 kids disappeared overnight.
At what time was it, Dennis?
217 or 214.
Oh, we don't even know, man. Let's play that trailer again.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Sorry.
So it's 214 because that whole setup is it's 211 when he comes downstairs, and Gladys is doing her magic. You have to say Gladys like that.
Oh, you have to. I'm telling you, she reminds me so much of fucking Andy Dick and fucking Old School when he's like doing the blowjob lessons. I don't know why. I always picture that when I see Gladys. It just lives rent free in my head. I don't know why. Deep throating a carrot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, so these kids disappear one night, overnight one night. What is it? We jump to a month later or something? Or no, it's not that far.
Yeah, some point. Not too far in the distant future.
Or it's like a week later or something. Anyways, so the town is shook. It's clearly something eerie is going on. There's a lot of people that suspect the teacher of the class that all the same kids disappeared from, all but one. That one kid has been weird as fuck ever since. Got transferred to another class, and it's the teacher at the center of this. She's just kind of unfucking raveling. Her life is just getting shredded apart. All she wants to do is be a good teacher. One of the other parents who's strongly suspecting something of her is, although he suspects her, he's still leaving his mind open. Archer, played by Josh Brolin, he's still like accepting of evidence, of actual, the truth, and starts to listen to what she has to say. And other things start popping up that are just absolutely fucking bonkers. Amy Madigan's character, I get why now they're doing the prequel.
Right.
I get why they want to make a movie about.
But I like the airiness of not knowing her backstory. But what they can dive into could be fun.
exactly. Because clearly she knows how to do some wild ass shit. So
Yeah.
my main thing is now we're getting outside of weapons. So
Sorry.
weapons itself. One of our favorite actors on the show, Toby Huss, is also in it. We are seeing these events play out from the different perspectives of the citizens of this town. We get one of the teachers, we get a principal, we get one of the kids themselves, one of the parents, and a police officer in town who's he's got association with a few people that we've already seen. And although we're kind of sometimes retread some of the parts of the story, we're seeing it from a completely different perspective that's giving us a lot more insight into what's going on. And the resolution, the climax is just great. I get why people fucking hype this up. I also understand much better what people were saying about, I get why people think it's a horror movie. It has horror elements.
Sure.
It's a thriller for sure.
Exactly.
But it definitely had a lot more comedic elements in there than I was ever expecting. It is not a comedy, of course, but I laughed several times. So it was like, oh shit.
But that's the funny thing. Krieger comes from comedy, so it shines through in these weird moments. It gives you brevity, kind of, when you're like, oh shit, some heavy stuff, but I can laugh.
Exactly. And especially when I know I'm getting a jump scare in the next scene or two, I like that the pacing of it. The movie did not feel long at all, even though it was still like,
oh, it's a bit
a little over 2 hours. Yeah. Fucking loved it. I thought Weapons was great. I'm glad I finally got around to it. Wow, I can't remember. Oh, on HBO Max. Thank you, Adam.
Yeah, it's down at the bottom.
There we go. If you were like me and just didn't get out to the theater when it was out there, please still go check it out. Weapons was a fantastic film. Like I said, saw it on HBO Max. It's streaming there right now. I'm going to give Weapons 3.5 slices of toast.
Oh, there we go. I like that. Now, I got to ask, was any of it spoiled for you? Like, I know, like, people talk a lot about the stuff, but
the critical piece of Aunt Gladys's repertoire was not aware of
okay.
that.
All right.
I did not. I didn't think it was going to be leaning like that. So I got to really enjoy that.
Nice.
So yeah.
I like that. That's good. That's good, man. I'm excited because I like the past year. I'm like, hey man, they're doing this Gladys movie, and you're like, I don't fucking even know who Gladys is. I don't give a fuck. And it's like,
it's an ugly
all
baby.
right,
I don't know.
Right? All right. Ah, man. So I'm happy you got around to it and it lived up to your expectation. It wasn't like a letdown.
Awesome.
Nice. Yeah. All right. I got a movie that's coming out this upcoming Friday, 5/22, a little movie called Tuner.
Oh, I'm excited for this one.
This is Nicky.
We fix pianos.
He was a child prodigy, but he has a hearing condition. He's a virtuoso.
Harry, please.
Maybe you can inspire him.
Virtuoso, huh? What's this?
C, F sharp. F sharp, G, A sharp, B over D sharp.
You never take those out?
I got hyperacusis. I'm allergic to loud noises. Hello? You know how long you're gonna be? It's loud.
As long as it takes. Unless you can open the safe. Oh, really?
Piano.
Tuner, you want to make real money?
Don't do anything stupid.
I'm done. Yeah? Your girlfriend? She has beautiful hands.
I got into some trouble.
I'm really worried about you.
Open the safe. Open the safe. Open the safe.
Well, all right. So as you heard in the trailer there, essentially Leo Woodall plays this kid who has like this allergicness to loud noises, and he was once a prodigy on the piano, and he works with like his very close family friend who owns this piano restoration business played by Dustin Hoffman, and the two are like thick as thieves. Like the first couple of minutes we see them just driving around the city fixing pianos and just having weird conversations. Hoffman is delightful as hell in this movie, man. I love it. And this Leo Whittle guy, man, he's fantastic. Like we mentioned a couple episodes ago, he's going to be taking over the Aragorn role, so I'm kind of excited for that after watching this. Essentially something happens to Dustin Hoffman's character, and he's in the hospital, and we find out that he hasn't paid his insurance for a while after being in the hospital before, and he owes them like $36,000, and he needs to be in the hospital. And one thing leads to another, and this young man is fixing a piano at someone's house, and there's this shady security company who kind of cases out the buildings that they go to and then steals from them. And they find this kid. This kid's able to kind of hack a safe, like crack a safe, because of one thing that he recently learned how to do it, because Dustin Hoffman's wife is like, hey, there's something in the safe we need you to get. Can you crack it? And he's like, yeah, I'll figure it out. He watched all these tutorials, and he's really good at doing it. And so in order to get money to pay for Dustin Hoffman's insurance, he gets in bed with this shady guy, and he starts robbing places, and he kind of gets the thrill of it. He kind of like, he's good at it, he can really impress people. And then he also ends up meeting this young pianist played by Havana Rose Liu, who's also fantastic and charming in this. Everyone's really delightful. The acting is great in this. And he starts a relationship with her as he's also going around robbing people. And it becomes like, it kind of toes the line of like, he's doing the wrong thing for the right reasons. And he's kind of stuck. When he wants to get out, of course, he has to continue. And like, there's all these like twists and turns and avenues that it takes. And like, it gets really like dark. Like, there's like fun moments. It's romantic. It's kind of comedic at times, but it's dark and kind of chilling at some moments. Like, it takes some pretty sharp turns that I enjoyed. The writing is really sharp. The acting from everyone is top notch. When I saw the trailer, I'm like, this looks good, but it looks like it could be kind of long and drawn out. But it was an hour and 49 minutes, and it flies by. There's never a dull moment. I was really fucking delighted by the Tuner movie. The Tuner, it's just called Tuner. Sorry, I know I did a lot of by the book, blow by blow here. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's a really good crime thriller with heart. I'm going to give Tuner 3 slices of toast.
Already. What I was going to ask was, being a movie that's based so much on sound, and that's part of it, what is the soundtrack like?
Okay, yes. So the soundtrack is good. There's a lot of like piano and classical type of stuff. It's really good. But I forgot to mention the sound mixing is phenomenal. Like, it's a big part. Like,
it's got to be.
We're hearing like his like, yeah, dude. Thank you for mentioning like that. I think was a part of the charm that really hooked me in. It's like they put you in his headspace sometime, and like, oh, dude, it's crazy. Like, hearing like his vision. Oh man,
it's almost like if Baby Driver wasn't robbing banks, but instead,
yeah, kind of.
What was interesting though, at the beginning of this, I said I was excited for this movie to hear your review. What's funny is the trailer I saw on Instagram didn't mention any of the safe cracking it was all
no shit.
It was all Leo Woodall and Dustin Hoffman. And it was just their banter. I'm like, this is great. It's charming. Oh, they're fixing pianos. Oh, I'd watch that. I was just like, oh, this just looks like a nice indie.
And that's the thing. If that was it, it'd still be a fan. That's like the first act of the movie. Yeah, and it's fucking delightful. These two are like, you think that they grew up together. You think that like he was raised by Hoffman. Like,
right.
Oh, dude, it was like, that'd be a great movie.
This is a guy from he was in White Lotus.
White Lotus. Yeah.
Okay.
And like, I always wonder where he's from. Like White Lotus. He was in that Nuremberg movie I liked last year.
Oh yeah.
He's in the upcoming Anthony Bourdain movie, Tony, I guess.
That looks so good.
I haven't watched the trailer yet, but I'm excited. Yeah, like, he's a really good actor, man. Like, I can see why they cast him as a young Aragorn. I'm all jazzed up after seeing. Oh, and another favorite of mine, Jean Reno, is in here very briefly.
Oh, wow.
He's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah. And then Hoffman's wife is played by this actress who I've been seeing a lot more in things. Her name's Tova Felshaha. I'm going to say her name wrong, but she's in that Kristen Bell show where she's dating a rabbi. What the fuck is that show?
Oh, yeah.
And she's been in other things. I've seen her a lot lately, and like that's the thing. I don't know how, but everyone in this movie is so fucking delightful, and like
awesome.
it just feels natural, man. I was surprised by it.
Nice.
But
Nice,
fuck, it's interesting that the trailer you saw, they didn't actually have any of the safe stuff in it, and like, I feel bad. I'm hoping I didn't spoil it. But...
and then it was called too. I'm like, yeah, I'm on board for this. That's just so funny. I was sold on like the first act of the movie, and that's it. Like,
right.
Just like, yeah.
But that's all you need, really, man.
Like, I'm even more intrigued adding these other layers to it too. So it hasn't deterred me in one iota. So.
But the thing I'm afraid of, this is such a smaller indie movie. Like, it's gonna get a theatrical run, but it's going up against The Mandalorian and Grogu, so I feel like it's not gonna fare very well.
No.
Yeah.
But everything, I think anything. There had to be those studios that were just like, fuck, we can't not release something. Well, let's fucking shit this one out over here, and which is too bad because it sounds so good, and you enjoyed it, so clearly.
Oh yeah. And my next movie I'm going to review is also coming out the same day as Mandalorian and Grogu, and it's just like, but you're right, you can't just only let one movie come out. It's like counter programming has to exist for a reason.
Oh yeah, and there's gonna be a lot of people that will want to have zero interest in anything Star Wars related, so
totally
have something for them.
Right. But if they wanted to stay home and watch a documentary about a comedy legend, I think you could tell them about that, right?
That they could. With my next review, a little Netflix documentary called Marty, Life is Short.
I'll tell you something about Marty. Let's say you're going to host a dinner party, and you invite Marty.
I loved you in Home Alone. You're wonderful.
And then it turns out Marty can't come. You cancel the party.
In this business, in the world of comedy, there's nobody faster.
You used to do circus work. I was a freak for a while.
There's nobody smarter.
Just because the eyes are so dull doesn't mean that there's not a machinery of wheels clicking away.
There's nobody funnier.
Say something funny.
You were the guy.
I feel like he could improvise to eternity, couldn't he?
There's only one way out, so we should jump. For heaven's sakes, the fool will kill us, I must say.
I'm in the greatest profession in the world. I'm so damn lucky. How do I keep it going?
And there, of course, Larry Kasdan. Hi, Larry.
In life, sometimes you hit a green light, and sometimes for no reason it's red. Mom died and Dad's health went fast. And I just was overwhelmed with, I can't do it. I can't do it. We had a speed dial to the funeral club.
Yes.
But there were laughs during those years. But that's the point.
Being a dad, it's as genuine as his breath.
Marty operates at the speed of joy.
Should I pick the kids up? Oh, my God. Oh, my dear Lord in heaven.
Marty showed me it's very important how you carry yourself through all of these experiences. Marty is good at life.
Did you hear they're making a documentary about Martin Short?
Yeah, well, they're making a documentary on everyone. Literally every human being that existed.
All right. So, yes, this is a documentary of the life and times of Martin Short, beloved Canadian actor, been all over stage and screen. And it's, we kind of, it kind of jumps around a little bit. We get a little bit of present day. We're riding with him to set of our Murders in the Building.
Murders.
Yeah. And he's going into like, this is how I approach acting, and we start jumping back into learning about his family. And as the trailer suggests, it was unfortunately a lot of his family died when he was young. His oldest brother died when he was 8. His mother died when he was like 12, and then his father died, I think he was barely 18, and he had 4 other siblings that they all just kind of had to take care of each other. He's the youngest of 5, so they were all like all well established. They were all living their lives and stuff. And it wasn't until he was in school with Eugene Levy that it was suggested to him. It's like, no, you should actually try acting professionally. I get you just do this for fun. His family was very jokey, very sing-songy. They all did this sort of thing together. It was very natural that they all would just kind of entertain one another. So he's been in the spotlight his whole life, essentially. But it was just so fascinating to hear how a man who's gone through so much, who's all then later in life lost his daughter, then his wife.
Just recently lost his daughter.
Yeah, and then
and then Catherine O'Hara right before that
barely finished this before she passed away, and she's in a lot too. And that was even more sad. There's so many interviews with her, and it's so touching. I got choked up several times just from him talking about his perseverance and and not to say he's just always been bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. He's been beaten down, and he's not afraid to tell those stories of he's nearly quit several times at several points in his career. But it's in his words, it was never about the fame, it was never about the money. It was the joy and the passion of doing what he does. He just loves it so much that the only thing that came above his performing were his family and friends. And it is crazy the people he's woven into his life, from Tom Hanks and Eugene Levy, Catherine O'Hara, of course. Martin Short is one of his closest friends, with his first big movie co-star, and then coming full circle and getting to star in a show with him again now.
You mean not Martin Short? Martin Short is him. You mean
Steve Martin? Jeez,
Steve Martin. Yeah,
Steve Martin. See.
And they when they're not filming, they're touring together nonstop.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Steven Spielberg was a very close family friend. All of them had kids around the same age, so they would always vacation together. They would have the Shorts would throw a huge Christmas party that would have all these fucking crazy celebrities. That was fun. They shot so many home movies. So little of it was actually watching these talking head interview conversations. A ton of it was actually getting to live in the moments that they're describing, and it was beautiful. And even if you're not like a huge Martin Short fan, it's a wonderful journey to go on, and I think it's a motivating and touching story to hear, and I think a lot of people should watch it. If you care at all about the background of what it takes to get a character off the page and onto a screen or onto a stage, and the methods that some might use, the personal journeys people have gone through in order to make those things happen, it's fascinating and beautiful and at times tragic, but delivered in a somber and respectful way. It's not afraid to talk about some of the ugliness, but that's not the point of this. It's the man himself, what he's been able to accomplish, and he clearly wants to keep doing this until he just keels over. He's never going to stop. And
he had being so late in life at this point. I mean, I know he's not that old, but he's had a great resurgence the past couple of years, man.
Yeah. That ends up being a joke at one point of when his career did start to slow down again in the late 2000, late
aughts,
the noughties. Yeah. Aughts. Cause that was right before his wife passed. And that was when he had a bit character on Damages. He was having to show up to set knowing his wife had her battle with cancer going simultaneously.
That's crazy.
It was a beautiful story. I couldn't recommend it enough. Like I said, it's over on Netflix. Please go check it out. I'm gonna give it 4 slices. There's just nothing wrong with this one.
Sorry,
sniper. That's funny because I was just moving my cursor over it.
I'm gonna be there for him. Sorry.
No, appreciate it. I think it's a beautiful tale.
That's funny. When you said you were going to be talking about it, I'm like, I don't want to watch it, but I just didn't have time. And as I was coming out to start doing the recording, I saw my mother was watching it. I'm like, and I saw some of that home footage. I think it was them talking about having parties with Tom Hanks and whatnot. I'm like, man, it looks interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I always was mixed on Martin Short, and then after Only Murders, I'm like, okay, I get him now. I kind of now have that appreciation for him again. I don't know why.
I love
Yeah.
that season of Match Game he hosted. He's such a great personality for that, and not getting locked into a character. He can kind of play around with how.
And that's the thing, like he's so malleable as an actor and a comedian, and like he'll go for it. Nothing's off limits, essentially, with what it seems like with him.
I like in the end of it, as Jiminy Glick, he's asked what he thinks of Martin Short, and he's like, okay, what sort of talent does he have? He's got 3 voices, 4 dance moves, and he can sing 2 songs. Like he fucking really.
See, now that's the case of like talking about like film reviewers not being like a thing anymore. Like The Critic, he had that show, he had the movie in La La Land, but he had that resurgence when he came back and hosted the Jimmy Kimmel Show for a while. Like people still want that because he's such a fun character and in good graces with people. Unlike John Lovitz.
Everyone, oh God, yeah, exactly. And the man knows everyone. It's crazy how like widespread that net was. He dated Gilda Radner back in the day when he was in Second City.
Makes sense.
He had like all that relationship he used to have with John Candy, but like all of the SCTV people, like that was that's fascinating.
That's a bond, yeah.
And it's crazy that was only 2 years, and then he goes to do SNL.
But
that
it was so
only 2
seminal
years.
for all of them.
Like, oh God, yeah. Yeah, no, it was great. It was great. I couldn't recommend it enough. For any vague interest in film or acting or the man himself. I think it's all of those are good reasons to watch this.
That is good. I'm definitely going to be checking that out. I'm happy because if you said it sucked, I'm like, I'll avoid it. That'd be a good combo. I think on Apple TV, I think they have a Steve Martin documentary. So like put the two together, it'd be kind of fun to watch. I think.
Well, hell, and then you go over to what is it, HBO, and you watch the Chevy Chase one, and then you got all 3 amigos.
Yeah, you got the amigos. Well, all right, I'm going to close this out with one more movie, if that's cool with you.
Fuck yeah, let's do it.
I'm going to talk about the new Boots Riley movie, I Love Boosters.
What would be your biggest challenge in a job like this?
I shop here a lot, and I feel like I should have it all. Just want to take it all home, eat it up, and shoot it out my eyes. I just feel like, give it to me. It's mine anyway.
That is such a good answer.
What's a booster? Somebody that steals clothes from the store and sell it at a discount price? It's like community service.
I call it triple F. Fashion, forward, philanthropy. I know how to spell philanthropy. Branding, though.
Together, we empty out every single Metro designer in the Bay Area.
It's the Velvet Gang. They're boosting from my stores.
It's these fifth post we exist.
They take my shit and sell it because they're low-class urban bitches. With all due respect to urban bitches. I'm an innovator making fucking art.
Why are the nipples so big?
All right, so I saw this as a part of this film festival I got some passes for called the Boston Independent Film Festival. Now, I was really excited about this because back in 2018, Boots Riley directed and wrote a movie called Sorry to Bother You, starring Lakeith Stanfield and Danny Glover, and it was like hilarious and just unique and distinguishably something that you've never really seen before, in my opinion. So I'm like, all right, this one looks like it's gonna like even top that. Like, so as you could hear from the trailer, essentially you have these 3 young ladies, Keke Palmer, Taylor Page, and Naomi Aki, 3 actresses I really like. They're kind of this gang called the Velvet Gang. They go and they steal high fashion clothes and sell it at a discount price. And Keke Palmer's character is like an up and coming or an aspiring fashionista, and she enters a contest that's being run by Demi Moore, who's like the fucking best at what she does in the fashion industry. But the concept of the style of clothing Kiki made was so abstract and ridiculous, she got rejected. And cut to like a year later, Demi Moore's character is like releasing the clothes as if she created it. Kiki Palmer feels like she's got the brood of it and like got fucked over. So now it's her mission with the Velvet Gang to get revenge, essentially. And they kind of infiltrate. Demi Moore's character owns all these like boutique fashion outfit stores where every month like there's a different color that's being sold, and like even the people working there have to wear that color and the clothes. It's high fashion, and their whole plan is we're gonna steal it. We're gonna go throughout it takes place in the Bay City, so they go to all the stores and steal it, and that's like the bare surface here. Like, there's some other wild fucking crazy things that I don't want to spoil. It's like you could think of a million things and be like, what happens you would not predict. In my opinion, I wouldn't predict. Just comes out of left field, and that's this movie. It's just so wild. You can't predict a single thing. Like it's not surreal. It's like this heightened reality. Like Lakeith Stanfield plays this guy named Pinky Ring Guy who like has a crush on Kiki Palmer, but he has like every time she looks at him, he has like this weird mystical power that like just takes over. Like, and then we find out he might be this weird mythical creature thing and suck the soul out of people with their... I'm not going to spoil it, sorry.
He's a Dementor. Got it. Okay.
Essentially, yeah. And then like you have Don Cheadle in here in like a fat suit playing this like guy who's like selling this pyramid scheme. Poppy Lou plays like this woman from like Asia who's come over to kind of fuck with Demi Moore characters as well. Isa Gonzalez is here. Will Porter is like the manager at the store they work at, and he's just this flamboyant asshole. The set designs are just so vibrant. Yeah, you would love these set. Like, they're so vividly crazy, and like Demi Moore character, her office is like at a slant. The whole set is based on a slant. Her like she has to stand her desk. Like there's a scene where like someone rolls in like a coffee cart, and like it's about like how to keep like it's crazy. There's a lot of weird practical effects happening. There's like a Katamari style ball that's kind of going throughout the movie. Like all this stuff done with like fucking miniatures. Like it's and like the dialogue, the clothing, of course, as you can see in this, like the clothing is very out there and crazy and colorful. Sure. It's such a heightened, wacky, wild, crazy, weird, fucked up fever dream of a movie, man. Like, I don't know how to fully describe. Like I said, it's just something you gotta like witness and take in.
I already wanted to see it, but you're just fueling that even more with everything you're saying.
And like, I love the cast. Like, all these people are fantastic. I will say some of them feel underutilized. Like Isa Gonzalez, a little unutilized. Like the Velvet Gang, we're primarily focusing on Poppy and Taylor. I feel like Naomi doesn't get a lot to do, and she's a fantastic actress. I will say the movie is an hour and 54 minutes. But it kind of drags. I feel like if it was 90 minutes, it'd be a little bit better. It becomes about unionizing. It's like there's a lot. There's just so much that's going into this movie. It's just throwing so much in. And it's like
the thievery is just the jumping off point.
Yes. Yeah. And that's where it kind of loses me. It's like it could focus on one of so many different plot points, but it just tries to be so broad that it kind of overshadows itself. And unfortunately, this movie didn't work for me. I wanted to like it, and everything about it, I should love. I should I admire it. You can tell it was made for a shoestring budget, and this is a movie that like has been a passion project for Boots Riley for quite some time. He's even telling people, if you want more movies like this, you gotta request it. You gotta go out and see it. He's even said if you don't go and see it on opening weekend, that's pretty much it. It won't get it'll get like a second week probably, but that's the state of movies, essentially.
Right.
But like I said, this is going up against Mandalorian and Grogu, so it's rough. But it's
a very
such a different
audience.
Thing. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And to be honest, it's something I would go back to the theater and see. I would want to see another time. You know.
Yeah,
I would see that as well.
There's so much going on. You probably miss a bunch of stuff. And I gotta say, it's kind of cool. Before and after, Boots came out and did a Q&A and talked, and like there's very passionate stuff that like reasons for doing this. I actually have the recording. I'm going to be putting it out later on our YouTube page later on. So if anybody wants to hear like Boots talk about it, like you can go to our YouTube page and hear that. Like I said, I was really looking forward to it. It just didn't hit me like Sorry to Bother You hit me, like, and it should have. Everything was going for it, but it just didn't sit well with me for some reason or another. But I saw this like a month and a half ago, and it still resonates in my head. So it's definitely something that will stick with you. And like I said, it's not for me, but it could totally be for a lot of people. And I appreciate like they really stretched that shoestring budget in an interesting way, and it's definitely. A director I want to see more of, a writer I want to see more of, because it's so unique and distinguishable. It's just, like I said, it tried too much. I'm going to give I Love Boosters 2 slices of toast.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. Like, I won't watch it again, but I'm not mad that I watched it. I'm happy to have seen it. Yeah. So, that's
I'm still very intrigued. I'm still like, it sounds
honestly,
like something, yeah.
I think you might like it. And like I said, at least for the set design and whatnot and the wardrobe, I think you dig it. And I'd love to hear I'd love to see if you get to check this out sometime. I'd love to hear your take, because you might be the opposite of me. You might love it for different reasons.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's definitely one I want to check out. So when it comes out.
Like these ladies are so strapped for cash. Like they're living inside of like a rundown chicken, like a KFC type place, like, and there's a lot of funny little things, and it's cool,
and it's such creative use of locations. I love it. That's exactly the type of thing. Get like, instead of writing the space to your script, if that makes sense. It's
taking advantage of it.
Instead of writing the space in your script, you're writing your script in that space instead. I love when the embracing of practicality.
This is a love letter to the Bay City, like that. Like I said, Sorry to Bother You is also that, like, so that is a major part of this movie. Like, so I respect that. I will say it's cool. Boots Riley did like my out of the theater reaction I put up on Instagram, so that was fun. That was cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I wasn't tearing it apart like I did here, but I mean, I did give it its. Like I said, there's a lot of good things. It just wasn't for me. But yeah, so I think it's definitely worth checking out, folks. That's the main point I'm getting at here. Sorry. Yeah. Whew. So that's a whole bunch of different things you could take in and check out, folks. Hopefully.
Whole lot of toast.
Yeah. Whew.